hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, yeah, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couch with my shoe up.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Gun! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Watson now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Going to throw deep, and this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Foreman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tiger.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practiced this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. And he rips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come back, come back.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. It's caught on the right side. Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And taken at the 46. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Open here, Adam Thielen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watson to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Down. Back 22. Back 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Jenkins able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play action. It's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Line of scrimmage is at 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson now on second down, escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Watson. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it, baby. Leopard! Leopard!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Completes it to Lee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And incomplete here on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A carry for Foreman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Lee's got it over the middle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Touchdown, New York Jets.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, they're able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Black 99, feel it.
On first down, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. 56, right there, 56. I got him. Switch. Tiger.
They run again with Foreman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Richmond.
Now it's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Black 99, Philly.
They'll run with Foreman and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.